Yeah, good reminders, even with those crazy storms we had in the metro over the weekend.
Right, yeah, and it's possible that because of that, maybe there was some dry lightning in the area.
Yeah.
But, really, it's I think everyone living in the metro knows if you say something, see something, and our first responders will take care of it. But, yeah, we're talking about some rain in other areas of the state right now. Want to show you what I'm looking at Buffalo Thunder. Cloudy skies, and you can see that there's plenty of rain falling out there in the distance on the Jemez Mountains. In fact, there are some flooding concerns within that area of the state. I'm going to get to that in just one moment, but I'm just also showing you that there is at least potential to squeeze some moisture out of these clouds here in the metro. I know it seems like it's often that we get skipped from these storms, but we are at least seeing some of the mountains and also in the foothills. More chances to come later on this evening, but as we start to expand across the state, want to show some vulnerable areas. Silver City and the burn scars to the north are A-OK right now. Same story for our friends in Ruidoso, where there is some rain activity in the vicinity, but it's not overhead and definitely not over those burn scars. Out toward the Texas border at Lee County, we're seeing some isolated activity and just little popcorn storms all along here from Santa Rosa out toward the Texas state line, really delivering great monsoon rain, and much needed, by the way. You can see that up toward the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, we are holding on to a flash flood warning over the Hermit's Peak, Calf Canyon burn scar because of rain a little bit earlier today, and also the potential for a little bit more later on this evening. But here's that flash flood warning in effect for Los Alamos and also those eastern slopes of the Jemez Mountains. That's until 7:15, and we're also going to be seeing those chances for rain at least sticking around the metro, hopefully delivering what we need, that drought-busting rain. There will be some flooding concerns that kick in overnight into tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the North Mountains, where there is going to be the potential for some flash flooding anywhere you see this green shaded area for tomorrow, and also across areas like Catron County. This is going to be a fairly active monsoon day, and of course we will be watching any sort of potential for some of those stray storms to really sit over those burn scars. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but Wednesday there will be enough moisture overhead to get those storms going once again, and it kind of seems like it's going to be one of these rinse and repeat patterns all across the state, but especially in the higher elevations. Mostly the mountains will start to get that rain going, and then it'll start to slide off onto the plains by Friday. So this gives us some rain chances, some flood potential, but also some really good potential for those storms to cool us down in the middle of the day. As you can see across the southeast, we're mostly looking at some 80s and 90s, 92 degrees tomorrow for Carlsbad, Roswell at 93. Out toward the southwest, plenty of lightning icons out there, and that means we're going to be getting those storms going probably by lunchtime and lasting into the afternoon. That's why Silver City is still holding on to a 70% chance of rain for tomorrow. It's only about 30% for the Roswell area as we get toward tomorrow afternoon. Now, across the Northeast for tomorrow, this is an area that we're going to be watching closely, especially near Las Vegas and Mora, because of the potential of nearby burn scar flooding. But beyond that, it's going to feel comfortable, calling for 80s, about 92 degrees in Logan. And out toward the northwest, looks like an active day. We're going to be looking at some rain chances for Cuba, Dulce, out toward Gallup and Grants. Could get to a nice little splash of afternoon rain. And you can see Farmington might stay largely out of it. In fact, getting hotter by the weekend to the mid-90s. But Las Vegas still holding on to those rain chances, up to 70% chance for tomorrow. Going to be in the 70s tomorrow for the higher elevations, but 83 for your predicted high in Santa Fe. I'm expecting some very good rain chance, at least for tomorrow and Wednesday. By the end of the work week, that temperature is going to start creeping up a little bit, and not just there, but all across the state. East Mountains, you can expect your rain to start developing in the early to mid-afternoon. And for the Albuquerque metro, as is the case usually, we may be relying on other thunderstorms to send us those gusty outflows, which tend to form storms overhead. A 60% chance, though, for Rio Rancho tomorrow. The same for Albuquerque, 50 to 60%. And we're looking at hotter weather by the weekend.